Stick. Hold. Beat him up. Make him hard. Ready. Let's show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown. Nimble little minx, isn't she?
Okay, and welcome. Yes, hello everybody. Welcome to I like to say Irregular Thoughts, yes, because it is Irregular Thoughts, but we also escape the ordinary. Yes, we do. Because sometimes when I try to say escape the ordinary, Irregular Thoughts, I'm like, does that sound right? I don't know.
Nothing you say ever sounds right.
Oh, Jesus. Yes, it does sound right. But welcome, everybody. So, yeah, we hit that copyright early. As soon as I play any of the Ghostbuster clips, copyright. Even the Ninja Turtle ones. The Ninja Turtle ones? Oh, yeah. So if I go to my other brand, because I have certain... So let's go to that one, because then my little guy will pop up in the corner right there. How you doing? So even if I hit, like, any of the fucking Turtles ones, and they're not even that long, but if I play a Zohan, like, right here...
He's Zohan.
We're good on. That we're good on. But yes, welcome everybody. And like I always say, thank you for anybody that does stop by tonight. And yes, there is a Christmas tree behind us. And anybody that does not know Kelsey and myself, that shit goes up November 1st. And I'm not pointing to the right spot. Yeah, there it is. And then, oh, God bless you. Bless you. Bless you. And, you know, we like to start doing that shit early because I don't really have a Christmas because I'm like usually dead. Yeah, I'm usually kind of dead. Kelsey's not feeling that well tonight because she's just kind of giving me that look. Her allergies have been going crazy. Oh my God! But that's why I'm trying to say, you know, we do start that early. You even say that. What are you talking about? Huh?
Just he's got so much shit. It'll take him the next 2 months to put it up.
Well, hey, you got to at least admit I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, the word for this year on all my yeah, no, we do. See, there. Oh my God, there she goes. I said one thing, and already she's gonna go into the other direction. Oh my! How do I make you feel bad?
We don't have a Christmas.
We don't have a Christmas. What the hell is all this? You crazy? Jesus. And but yeah, like you know, most of you.
Hey, where's Jesus?
Oh, I haven't put that out yet.
Where's Jesus?
Well, wait, no. I can't put the baby Jesus out yet because first.
Where is Jesus?
Oh, it's in the closet.
Oh, you keep it in.
Yeah, it's in the closet. Yeah, I didn't bring that to the storage. No, it's in the closet. But we can't put that out because we kicked that a lot last year. I will say that thing got booted.
He honestly doesn't belong here because we have.
There's a lot going on. I mean, throughout the stream, I will show. Of course, there's going to be a nice little Christmas tour video that I do. I actually really do enjoy doing that. That's fun. Basically, what I like to do is I like fucking setting up displays. I really do. It brings out a lot of creativity in your mind. Even like the setups that I have here. Very, you know, little Looney Tune. But, you know, there will be a couple topics I would say that I'll cover tonight. Ghostbusters oriented. You see Mr. Stay Puft back there. That's right. We started off with a nice copyright edition for this with my little clip that I played just before. And, you know, the trailer's apparently coming out. Well, not trailer, teaser. But, you know, these days when they say teaser trailer, I mean, a teaser trailer is like freaking two minutes. And then a teaser technically usually is only like, 15 to 30 seconds, not even. No. I guarantee you this thing's going to be well over a minute. Also, they
what if it's like 15 seconds?
Yeah, you remember how they did it the one time you'd see like the car and like a proton pack and something else, and then you're like,
It'd be so bad.
Well, no, I only heard about this yesterday. So that's okay. The fact that I only heard about it yesterday, you know, the worst is when they're telling you about a teaser trailer that for like months, because, you know, these days, God forbid you'll be able to wait for anything. But, you know, that being said, a lot of things are pushed back. You know, I touched base on the fucking stupid ass strike that's been going on. Well, it's not stupid to the people that are there in Hollywood. But that just continues to go. And whether they keep saying they have talks or not, and then you have directors that are allowed to come out and talk a little bit and say that nothing's going to be delayed. Yo, shit's getting delayed. Like, especially like the DC stuff, the MCU crap. I mean, even like animated stuff. Look, we finally just got Invincible 2. So, geez, I mean, that took fucking forever. I also saw that, what is it? Preacher. I remember that show. Reacher finally is getting its season 2. Well, there was a teaser for that on Prime. I haven't even checked that out. Now, I haven't even watched Invincible yet either. The newest season, but that's okay. Like, I'm not trying to rush to watch anything new because you don't know what the hell's going to go on. You know, I'm going through waves anyway. Right now, I'm on the last season of Smallville. I rewatched that whole friggin' thing, but I've had it on in the background and all that kind of stuff. Kelsey always comes home and she does not know what wave I'm going to be in. Poor thing. She really doesn't. You might see some blinky lights going on behind me right there in the, I gotta learn how to point. There we go, that way. Oh, yeah, we'll show that in a little bit. Of course, because why wouldn't you want to, right? Come take a ride on the irregular side. You're on the irregular side when you sit here and listen to me. I mean, the fact that anybody will stop by and say anything or just give it a view, I'm like, woo, thank you very much. Because I really don't talk about anything, do I? What do I talk about? Just a bunch of random shit. Right. Kelsey just looked at me and she goes, what? Well, that's not nice.
Were you talking?
Yeah, just kind of like
Yeah, I know, but you were just like rambling.
Yeah, rambling for the most part. But, you know, with that being said, how is everybody out there? Anybody, like I said, to just drop a comment, say hi, ask a question. That's the whole point of these things. We go live once a week. And, you know, like I said, I do shit on TikTok, Instagram somewhat. Instagram's a little bit of a pain in my ass. But, you know, and then sometimes I get a little, because honestly, when the news isn't flowing, right, when a lot of things aren't coming out, I don't sit there and try to copycat what everybody else does because there's so many goddamn big channels out there when it comes to all this Nerdville stuff. And you have to try to be a little bit different. And I'm not going to go and run to review a ton of stuff because if, God forbid, you like something that the general audience or this like certain audiences don't like, oh my God, will you get attacked? Good God. And it's just like, damn. And, you know, and at the same token, you don't always have to sit there and publicize everything that you like because who the fuck cares what everybody else thinks? Sometimes I do. Yeah. We'd all be lying, and I won't put Kelsey in there because she'll be like, excuse you. That dude,
I don't fucking care, and I don't think
right.
shit either.
So that do this stuff, you do give it a little bit of a crap. What the peeps think.
You cared. I don't care.
Yeah, I just said I was excluding you from this, not putting you
But
in
you
this.
should not care. Who cares
Huh?
what stream
Oh, I know you shouldn't care, but you know. We do at the same token, regardless of all the crazy nonsense that you do here. You know, there's a lot of preaching people out there. Everybody's always got the remedy to cure what's wrong with you.
Well, I love Disney and I hate everything else. There you go. I'll say it.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't care.
That's why I don't know how she deals.
Everyone else, go
I don't.
yourself.
Kelsey's a little bit angry right now.
If it bothers you, who cares?
Right. And then, look, we don't like the same stuff.
They are not evil.
We don't like the same
they
stuff.
Create happiness. So, F you.
Okay. Kind of confused on where that's coming from. But, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day.
They create happiness. No one else does.
No
one else wants to create happiness. They don't want to create happiness. The other genres.
Well, if you're talking about, well, yeah, but you're when you're going off personal opinion, when you're going off personal opinion, when you're going off like the personal opinion stuff, of course, it doesn't matter. Yes.
I know,
but if we're talking anything current from anything anywhere these days, no, it all sucks. It pretty much all sucks. At the end of the day. But no, where I was just kind of going, I'm like, yeah, we don't like the same things. We're completely opposite with the things that we like, but we do meet in the middle with some things that we do like. Of course, you know, like, yeah, I enjoy some Disney. She enjoys a lot of Disney. You know, but that's the whole point. It doesn't matter about others' opinions, right? It really doesn't change anything. You're not supposed to let that bother you. But like I said, sometimes it does. It's just what you do, because who doesn't want to be liked when you're trying to do this crap? Now, coming from where Kelsey's saying, yeah, Kelsey don't give a flying shit because she doesn't do this. She doesn't put herself out there when it comes to this crap. But at no point in time will she not defend what she likes, and she will tell you why she likes it. And if you try to argue it, she'll probably say, fuck you. Because why are you arguing? Why are you arguing? That's what always cracks me up about all this stuff. Everybody just argues about it.
Have I not blocked and banned people for for dissing
Oh,
me?
that was early in the channel too.
But it happened. And
it
will happen again. You diss something I like, I will ban you for life.
So anyway, Kelsey's a little feisty tonight. I'm not used to her being so feisty. She's a little
being feisty. That's me always. That's how I've been. That's
a
why
little
that
feisty.
happened.
Why
That's
is
why
the
that's
arrow
already
right there?
happened.
Oh yeah.
Multiple times.
But I hope everybody's doing good out there. Kelsey, how was your day today?
Terrible. My soul is being killed.
Okay.
Oh,
That way to
sorry.
give me something to work with there.
Sorry.
Her day was terrible. Well, my day, I wouldn't say it was awful. It was just kind of like,
Oh, nothing happened in my day.
it was,
Absolutely nothing.
it was,
I wouldn't even known if I wasn't there.
and I'm getting interrupted. It was a little bit,
It's you.
it was a little bit like whatever. You say your day was terrible. Now you're trying to elaborate on your terrible day?
No,
That's all you gave me.
Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened.
Like it was just another day in the neighborhood kind of day. You go through your motions a little bit too much these days, right? That's what I feel like. Everything's like, just go through the motions. Just go do it because you have to go do it. And that sucks. I hate that. Just go do it because you have to go do it. Well, technically, you don't have to fucking do anything, right? You go to your job. They'll put the pressure on you to do this, that, the other, and you're like, why?
Not in my job.
And whether you do 100%, you do 20%, 10%, 15%, whatever it may be, whatever percentage you put towards your day, for what I do, it doesn't matter. You're clocking in. You're clocking in.
0.05%.
And you can give absolutely nothing, and you still are okay.
I give absolutely nothing.
Or you can give 1,000%.
Sure.
And still somehow, right? You give 1,000+% at work, and still somehow it's just like, okay, but why aren't you on that motherfucker over there? Oh no, you got to go do all that. Oh, okay. So you're just like, fuck. So like the daily anymore gets tougher. I don't know if it's just because as you get older, your mind just clicks into all the bullshit. And you see all the like different illusions out there of how everything just doesn't matter. When you're younger, you're a little more naive, and you think that all these things that you're doing really is like making a difference. And, not really, no. Not when it comes to work. Now, when it comes to life in general, like life and personal life, yeah, you have to always apply so much in your personal life. But what happens is when your work life kind of sucks, it kind of starts to trickle down, right? And you don't realize it either. You start to get stuck in certain rhythms, certain routines that aren't great, this, that, the other, and it's just like, fuck. And the older you get, the tougher it gets. No joke. Or the longer you, can't even use age as that all the time. Sometimes the more you do the same thing, the more it eats away at you. And that goes for like so many people out there. So, that's why we've said it, it's important to have like them fucking hobbies, man. If you don't have hobbies outside of like your normal 8 to 5 or whatever your hustle may be, oh my God, I can't imagine how you get by sometimes. Because when you're younger, yeah, you go party, you go out, you do this, you go to clubs or whatever the fuck you want to do. But then as you get older, it starts to change. So if you haven't created hobbies for yourself, right? Things that you just love to do, man, that can get tough. A lot of people, some people as they get older, they have kids, they have families. You put yourself into your family, this, that, the other. But then at one point, your family gets older and then they move on, they start their own lives. And then what is it that you're doing? So it is really important to have some type of hobby, whatever it may be. My God. And I'm learning that more and more. Like, I always used to be like, I want to go out and work out, this, that, the other. But you know what? That eventually gets a little bit old too. And you're just like, okay. I'm like, that didn't really make me feel as great as I thought it was going to do. I have to exercise the brain a little bit more. And I'm not a big reader. I like how I just said, I'm not a big reader. I was about to say, I'm not a reader at all. I am not going to sit there and read books. That is just not me. I will fall asleep while reading a book, definitely. I was a guy that never read comic books either. I have a few, and I'm a freaking nerd, and I have all this crap, but I never read comic books because I didn't care. It didn't interest me. I loved the art from it, but, other than that, no, I didn't have to read any of that. No. I'd rather watch it, see animated stuff. Also, speaking of animated stuff, we need to get a lot of animated stuff coming out in the future because all this live action comic stuff, it's going the wrong way. It's going the wrong way no matter what people want to say because it's too much of a good thing. Like going back and watching Smallville, even though I was like, yeah, you try to go back and you watch the early seasons. Yeah, it could be a little rough. I remember telling Kelsey that. She's like, shut up, you loved it. And at the end of the day, it really was a good show. It really was, and the way it was done for its time. And that's all you had too. And that was like I always feel like the big thing, right? So you look at how entertainment is now, there's too much of everything. So there's too many options to choose from. So then everybody's able to nitpick instead of just going toward the one show or the couple shows that do exist. And that's why I say when it comes to the exaggerated reality comic realm, there is just way too much out there now. There's just way too much. There's too much consumption of it. There's too many avenues for people to go down. You're creating too many echo chambers out there. And now having this kind of platform, now everybody can just go out and go about anything, about literally anything. And that's crazy. And, talking about some of the other stuff, like I said before, with work and even all this, even you see the craziness that I have going on. This is only one little part of the apartment. The world itself so huge and is burning all over the place. There's craziness going on all over the world. So it's important not to be just so self-involved and so miserable. Like a lot of us tend to be. We think the world's always crashing down around us, but it's not. Oh, the mind, I tell you, the mind itself. My mind's crazy. Kelsey sometimes is like, how does your mind shut off? I go, I don't know. I don't know how my mind shuts off, but I can sleep. That's the crazy part. I can sleep. Kelsey doesn't always have a sound sleep, but I do sleep. Now she has been saying that I have been doing a little bit of the snoring lately because I can't breathe as good due to the fact that allergies have been such a bitch lately. My ear, just in general, I don't know if anybody suffers from any allergies out there, like seasonal allergies or just year-round allergies. I have an inner ear thing, so my shit closes shut. That thing was shut for a week. It finally just opened up today. And I'm just like, okay. All I would hear is just a loud hum, and it just feels like there's rock in there. But it's because the water ain't draining and all that kind of shit. And and it fucks up your whole body. Messes up your whole body. Makes everything just feel so out of whack. But I still try to keep the energy going, as best as I can. But even Kelsey's telling me today, her throat's bothering her. And it's just yeah. Well, it's also the temp, we went to really cold temps right here in Jersey. And then we went back up into mild. Things are dying, and then it's let's get warm again. Today was mild as hell for what it has been. Well, for Kelsey, it's still cold, but it was mild. It was mild, but apparently tomorrow morning's gonna be very cold again.
My body does not agree with cold.
No, you don't like it. You hate it.
I have to move some more warm. The only thing that'll make me okay.
It's the only thing that'll make you okay? Warmth? Okay. Cheers out there, everybody. Cheers. Kelsey, what are you having tonight?
Same as last week.
I know, but the crowd, the peeps. What is it?
It's sparkling water, fresh lime.
Fresh lime. And then Kelsey told me, now we've been doing a lemon challenge. I have now obtained the love of drinking lemon water. I must say. And it makes you feel good.
Doesn't like to listen to me.
No, I'm not a big fan of listening. But it really does cleanse you. It makes you feel good. Now, we've been doing it for, 8 days? 7 days. Something 8 days. And damn, yo, I gotta say, she told me also, so not only lemons, so now me with the allergy with the freaking ear, right? She said that limes, apparently, now I don't know what lime juice is going to taste like. I have no idea. Like drinking that, same thing? It's going to be a little more tangier, maybe? No?
Yeah, so I think lemons are worse.
Okay, all right.
Lemons are sour.
So I look forward to that because I want to get on that regimen. So I can be like, ooh, let me drink a couple lemon waters today and I'll drink a lime tomorrow. And I'll just alternate and see what that does.
Natural things.
Yeah, I like that. On top too, because as you get older, like the digestive tracts change. She got me on peppermint and spearmint. Right now, we're just going through like random combos right now because it's fun. Peppermint and spearmint are really two good vitamins that do help, I must say. And the spearmint, and even it smells like spearmint. So sometimes if you do a little burp, it tastes like spearmint. So it's pretty good. I like it. It helps the gut health. Ginger root I haven't been taking, but you told me that ginger root can get a little too much if you take it like daily, right?
Yeah.
So like basically when's like the only time to really take ginger root? Like when you're having nausea kind of deal?
Yeah.
In general, or like bloating, and you just take that and you take that instead of like a Pepto or something like that, because
you try that first.
Yeah, Pepto is, even though it might help you instantly, later on it just something about it don't make you feel good. It really don't. Yeah, something's just like off about it. Yeah, but
and I don't like that you pump like those emojis so much and stuff like that. So
no. But look at what has happened since just doing this. Because without doing this, I feel that I'd be having like bloating and all that. And notice have I complained about bloating?
No, and you always complain.
And I always was complaining. So like this is good stuff. Yeah, this is good shit. Good shit. Stuff I'm not gonna stop. I never thought I could actually drink lemon water, but I do. No, yeah, oh my God. What was that one day? 6 we had to have? Yeah, that was intense. No. Yeah, one or two. One in like midday, one before bed, that kind of deal. So, yeah. But, now, Kelsey just walked off for a second, and we're just talking about vitamins and all that kind of fun stuff. Vitamins. I'm talking about fucking vitamins. At one point I'll show what's going. Now you see that fucking mess over there. That's gonna be a big ass diorama. On top of what I got going on there, got going on down the whole stairwell, all that kind of stuff. That window, ooh, that shit's bright as hell. You can see that well from the highway, but it's not quite finished yet. Still have to do that. And yeah, like I said, it's only It's only November 7th. But like I said, got to start it early. Now, let me check something, what I was going to look at. Now, for instance, right, when it comes to what I was just saying about with like DC and the MCU, and now I see like the popular thing that's going on right now is the MCU is in trouble and and Star Wars sucks and this sucks. To everybody, everything sucks. Because everybody's got the fucking formula to tell you the best story possible. The one thing I will say about, like, I haven't come across a lot of Ghostbuster haters for the last Ghostbuster movie. Now, I'm sure there are tons out there, but I haven't come across a lot. Tomorrow's teaser, I like to see the excitement of everybody, because when it comes to the merch side, Ghostbusters fans come out of the woodworks. I'm one of them. I talked about it last week. The 2 in the box, which is the PK meter and the trap replicas that are coming, that I have coming for myself. I will pull up a video later because they had HasLabs and their crew come out and they were showing what they had in their like beta test part. You know, they haven't put together, but it's not exactly what you're gonna get. I showed like the preview video last week, which was cool. And then I also was saying that the Ghostbusters now have an arcade cabinet coming out. Now, I don't know if it's Arcade 1-Up. I saw it. I'll pull that up too eventually. Now, they always had an arcade game. Now, the arcade game, ironically, is light years. Now, of course, Ghostbusters, the video game that came out for PS4 and everything, we know how awesome that game is. That's part 3. And then Afterlife is part 4. But the cabinet looks awesome. I was like, oh my god! But the game itself was really good too. So that I'll pull up like some gameplay of that. Like the game itself was fun. Now the games that came out for Nintendo and Atari and all that shit back in the day, or a Commodore, I think it was, they were ass. It's terrible. And then even the one for Sega Genesis, like it had like the little Ghostbusters and they had the giant heads. That wasn't good either. I remember getting so frustrated with that game, tossing the controller. I was just like, this game sucks. But then when we finally got we got the one for PlayStation. Oh my god, was that fantastic. Oh, and I haven't played that in so long. I'll probably get that itch to go back and play that. Oh yeah. And then in like Disney movie, like even like like Disney is connected to Marvel and all that kind of shit. Now, I know Echo had... That's the thing. They're coming... you knew this was going to eventually happen, right? And I'm just a fan of both properties, so when it comes to it, I'm not talking shit about either one. I'll just tell you when there's too much of a good thing. Are there shows that do kind of suck? Yeah. And on both. Movies that suck? Yeah. Stories that they try to tell? Of course. Yeah. But when you're asking for all these characters and all these ginormous universes to come out, what do you expect? Some of this stuff is only meant for print, only meant for comic and all that kind of shit, or just animated because you could do so much more to animate it. And you had all the like shows and series and little animated movies that came out prior to all this crap. And now here we are when Marvel was on top for so long. DC still ain't on top of shit. Marvel's still ahead of it, but now they're suffering because they took away all their big characters. That's because you did it in the movie realm, the real life realm. You can't keep making all these movies because all these people age. So you have to tell the story that you're going to tell, get them signed on for what it is, and blah, 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 and then you go to another part. Now they went to their, the multiverse saga and all that stuff. Well, yeah, it's not hitting probably with all the hardcore fans. Now, the general freaking audience, I'm not sure. I don't care. I don't go and dive into numbers and, oh my God, how many viewers this got and that. I will just flat out tell you that most of their shit is mediocre. Yes, because it's being pumped out. Anything that's pumped out quick, it's going to be, ain't going to be that good. A lot of their, Marvel with a lot of their limited series, not so good. You're trying to tell, basically, you would have been better off making that streaming movies for each of those series than making them a series. If you're only going to give 8 episodes or 6 episodes or whatever it may be, you can easily turn that into like an hour-and-a-half movie or whatever. And half the characters you're coming out with are side characters. They're like C-level characters, some of these people. Echo? Who the hell cares about Echo? I don't even know what the hell Echo was. Like, Echo? What? Who is this? And she was introduced in what? Hawkeye. Okay, so she needed to get her own series? Are you fucking serious? And then because Daredevil and Kingpin are in it, and they showed a little violence in the trailer, and now everybody's like, "Oh, this is your first R-rated this and that," and I'm like, why is everybody obsessed with R and violence all the time? Why do you need everything to be brutal? Now, Daredevil and Punisher and Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, mediocre as fuck, and Iron Fist, which was not good either, and then Defenders, that those were brutal, but they fit, where they were on Netflix. And then now, of course, they're Marvel characters. Now you move them over to the Disney Plus side, and now everybody's like, oh, but it's gotta be violent, and it's gotta be this, and it's gotta be that. Just like I always say, don't you just want a story? Or hey, how about this? Maybe they don't have to make it. How about that? Like sometimes I don't think a lot of these things should be made. People are ripping on, what is it, the Marvels that's coming out? That's with Captain Marvel. Say Marvel a few more times. The Brie Larson and the other two fucking people that are in that, and they all have the same freaking powers. And then people are picking on the CGI and this and that. It was like the Flash movie. And it's at the point, I feel, in my mind, where all this is just so exhausting and so stupid that why? And the problem is it's all grown adults, and it's of course the younger people that watch it, but they ain't racing to the damn internet to fucking cry about it. It's always the grown adults that are doing it, and you're like, wow, really? You're gonna have a rant session about Echo or whatever the fuck it may be that they're coming out with, or even Star Wars. Oh my God, with the Star Wars. My goodness gracious. You almost take away the fact that these properties did mean something back in the day. You get a little nervous with Ghostbusters. Like, this sequel, what's it gonna do? Oh God. I have faith that it's gonna be okay. But when you're trying to build up a ginormous franchise and let it blow up again, you don't know what liberties you're going to take to try to hit this audience, hit that audience, touch that fan base. And you're like, oh God. And that becomes the problem with the DC, with the MCU, because then when you get all your hardcores and all that in there, because one thing I will say is, I guess Kelsey would laugh if I said I'm not a really big Ghostbusters fan. I mean, geez, you see a giant Stay Puft fucking Marshmallow Man head and all that. When that movie came out in 2016, I said, hang the fucking call up. Do not answer it. But so I would contradict myself if I didn't have a little rant session or something like that, because of course I would. Of course I would. But it would just be like a one-time thing, right? Because where I go with it is it becomes like an everyday thing for people. And when you're constantly complaining about something every day, about franchises like DC or MCU and all that shit, their movie verses, this stuff ain't coming out tomorrow. It's not coming out next year. Half the shit ain't even coming out for 2-3 years. And the fact that people are going to complain about something that's not coming out for 2 or 3 years or something like that, I find you a bit insane. I really do. Because the fuck is wrong with you? It doesn't matter. It's entertainment. It's fake. It's false. It doesn't even fucking exist. And then it's just people acting in front of green screens, which is what you do at home now. Everybody does all this crap at home, Kelsey. It's crazy. Everybody can be a freaking movie director these days. So it's almost like the bars are being set by people's own minds way too high, because they're like, well, if I could do this, why doesn't that look better? Or,
you go ahead and try.
I don't fucking know anymore. I just don't know when it comes to all of it.
Freaking Windows Movie Maker. Good job.
Oh yeah, Windows Movie Maker, VidIQ, do this, do that. I saw something today when I scrolled, and I was just like, oh my God. Here's the new hack to get 100,000 subscribers on TikTok. And I'm just like, what? What are you talking about? Most times, the only way you're going to gain any kind of popularity off these kind of sites is if you're just outlandish. You have to be so outlandish on one side or the other and take the stupidest takes possible, and you will get noticed. If you're, like I said, I've said this before, okay, so I'm repeating myself. If you're in the middle ground, or you're just rational and you're just talking, you're
not sure I understand.
Shut up, fucking watch. You'll get lost in the shuffle.
Sorry, that's why she's like that.
I don't know why she constantly talks. Like, I don't move my wrist to hit the button, because the only way that happens is if you hit the button. So I don't know how that happens. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just so weird. Isn't that weird? Yeah, and I'm trying to like, I can't talk about any of the Invincible stuff because I haven't watched it, but what I want to do check out is, hold on, where is this Reacher preview? Because that shouldn't get, Prime doesn't get mad at you. Reacher season 2. You sure? Aha. Okay, so this is it right here. Hey. What I do is play it. They have like a stupid little, dumbass little ad that goes on before it. So I want to check that out because I haven't seen it yet, and I'm just excited because I also want to see when it's coming out because that was a good series, man. The fucking first season was so good. And you'll know the actor too. He played Aquaman in Smallville, and he also was Raphael in those terrible Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. Was he Raphael? Yeah, he was the voice. He was the voice of Raphael. Yeah. Oh, cheers, Kelsey. Oh, I think I have Thursday off next week. Call out. I didn't say that out loud. Go to that 4-level mall. I gotta do diorama.
You don't even know. Who knows? I'll give you a freaking Monday or something.
Oh, they better not pull that bullshit. We'll just do whatever, because we just suck. All right. Yeah, do I? Okay. No. I just want to go around it and just check it out. No. I do not. They do. But they also have a lot of other stuff. All right. I gotta pause this stupid ass fucking music that keeps playing that I play. I mean, they can do better stock music than this. My God. Let me mute that. Shh. Cállese. All right. Let's check out the Reacher preview because I'm excited.
You've been carjacked, right? Don't turn around. This won't take long.
Wait, who are you?
Someone who prefers not getting involved.
You refer to these special investigators as your team, your soldiers, even your friends.
You do not mess with the special investigators!
And now they're all in trouble.
First season was awesome. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for the music, aren't I? That's right. I already got in trouble anyway.
They dumped him from a helicopter, and they're coming after us. Good.
December 15th. Come on.
Roger, when we were kids, we just wrote our names in it.
Why'd you gotta hit him so hard?
I don't hit soft.
What are our directives?
He's got a crew this time.
We investigate. We put bad guys in jail.
What does he think he's gonna do? Just like the good old days.
Yeah, you on the sidelines while I do all the work. He's his boss, and bosses give orders. But they took a run at us in broad daylight. They're getting desperate.
Guy's got good instincts.
Guy's got good everything.
Surveillance photos don't do you justice.
Looks like you had a rough night.
Had worse. Need a new jacket.
What's wrong with the one you just bought?
It has blood on it.
All right, so we're getting that. Oh, get over here. see if there's a shot of our man.
It's not just designed to look good.
No,
It's built to command attention.
All right.
The fully electric Audi Q8 e-tron.
If I could be your...
Look at that. I even just played a different. I even just went into the Talkville podcast right there. Not bad. That was the next video that was going to be played. So that is Reacher. So we're not getting Reacher till December 15th. Now I feel, when the hell did Reacher come out? I feel like Reacher came out like 3 years ago. Or maybe 2. It just, everything feels so far off because basically with a lot of these shows, when you did have them come out, the second season wasn't that far off. Reacher is a good show. I do highly recommend going back to watch that if you like some kick-ass action, good little story, a little espionage and all that shit. And if you've seen the ones with Tom Cruise, you know what I'm talking about. Now, the way he looks as Reacher, now that fits the character more than what Tom Cruise, because Tom Cruise is a little dude. But even his movies were good. I remember the first one. I never saw the second one. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I cannot wait, actually. I would watch that well before I watch, like, Invincible. I haven't continued Gen V yet. Like I told you, that show is kind of like whatever. I don't see a lot of people talking about it either. And usually when you don't see a ton of people talking, I'm like, maybe the show's not hitting? Not sure. But also, I don't care about a bunch of side characters. See, that's the problem. Side characters. So I'm about to step off for a second. What do we got here? Linda, your tree looks great. Well, thank you, Linda. Our tree doesn't have anything on it yet, though.
I put 700 lights on there.
Well, yeah, it's got 700 lights, but there's nothing on it yet.
It took me 2 days.
It did take her 2 days.
My arm is killing me.
I didn't do it.
I felt like it was going to dislocate last night.
Oh, come on. No. No dislocating.
I didn't tell you that, right?
Yeah. Oh, God. That would have been a trip to the ER.
Don't worry, ever call my mom. Don't call John. I do think things.
That would have been a trip to the ER again because her shoulder went out for putting lights around the tree. Ay, ay, ay.
This time I would have called her. Her kid kept me.
But anyway, thank you, Linda, for that. I will be back in a second. So please, everybody,
I had to take like
cross the streams. I'm going to play this.
I have a radical idea. We'll cross the streams.
Excuse me, Egon. You said crossing the streams was bad.
Cross the streams.
You're going to endanger us. You're going to endanger our client, the nice lady who paid us in advance before she became a dog.
No.
I love this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. Let's do it.
Hurry!
See you on the other side, Ray. Nice working with you, Dr. Venkman.
Hello. I'm back. Okay. All right. So I just let that clip play. That's going to be another strike. We're already copyrighted anyway, so it doesn't matter. I always find that funny because on a lot of other sites, right? Like, you know, YouTube is so anal with so many different things. I remember early on in the channel, because the Arrowverse is officially like done because Superman and Lois is done after season 4. Obviously, we knew that was going to happen at some point. So now I'll finally get to like go and watch that because, you know, I was such a fan of Smallville. And I am a fan of the Superman and Lois show, too. I want to see what it continued on to. Kelsey actually is a fan of Superman and Lois. You know. So, yeah, we'll go back and we're going to check that out because that'll eventually all be on Max. Not HBO Max. Don't say
HBO Max.
don't say HBO. But, you know, like with the Arrowverse being done, you knew that would eventually happen. What do they do, right? I figured, you know, I was going somewhere else with this, but it'll pop back in my head. But I figured with the strike going on, right? Now, the actors are still on strike. And you got Superman Legacy coming. Superman Legacy was slotted to come out in 2025. Well, we're not far away from 2024. There is no way you're going to get that movie shot in a year where you're going to be okay with it. Like, you want that movie to be flawless. You need to hit audiences. You have to make people remember that what Superman stands for. And I will openly say, like, go back and watch Smallville. That gives you a, you know, they tell their own story like every director or everybody that wants to tell a Superman story, but they actually stay very true to the character and what the character is about, right? The Superman Legacy has to hit that. Now, Man of Steel and Zack Snyder stuff, I was a big fan of, but that told a different story. That told a different style version, a more jaded version. Superman Legacy has to hit back on more of the old school roots. Basically, you'll be like, well, Zack Snyder hit on the old school roots and, you know, like all that shit. Yeah, he did, but in a more version where you had to really know the character. They have to be a little more in your face with what he stands for, probably in this movie. And thank God the movie will be where he's already the character, not building into it. So that's a plus. That's a plus. But I figured, you know, with that movie not slotted to come out to 2025, you would probably keep the Superman and Lois show going. Just for like another season, I guess, to keep people in the Superman realm. When I do see Superman and Lois, when I do see that though, you know, and even watching the first 2 seasons of it, I go, damn, I really wish that we got Welling in that realm. Like, you told this Smallville story and then you took it to a, you know, like, next level. And he does he's doing a lot of cons too. Like, I saw like all the Supermen were together. It was like him, Brandon Routh, Tyler Hoechlin, and Dean Cain, and they were all together taking a picture with this one guy. I was like, this is cool. This dude I follow on Instagram that's a big Superman fan, and he covers just, you know, anything Superman. So that was pretty cool to see, like, all the TV stars together. And honestly, even a movie, you know, Brandon Routh got to play him in the movies. I think like the best Superman that I saw, like, TV wise, are Tom Welling and Brandon Routh. Definitely, because Brandon Routh got to reprise his character in Crisis on Infinite Earths on the Arrowverse, which was so cool, and the suit was fucking amazing for the Kingdom Come Superman. He didn't get a great, you know, like, story within it. It was cool at one point, like when they were telling the story of how he, you know, became like a little bit darker and all that kind of stuff. But like action wise and how they kept him in the story, you were like, damn it, because they used John Cryer's Lex Luthor in like the final episodes and all that kind of shit, where he actually got rid of that Superman. You're like, no. And then we saw, you know, we got to see Tom Welling back as Superman in that too, and that was so cool. You saw him back with Lois, and they showed certain things, like, you know, like I think about the newspaper that comes in the box that you have. That was like framed on the wall where he's, you know, flying across the Daily Planet. It's so cool. I feel like show that a lot. And I would have to move a lot of toys, so that's why I don't do that. But that was so cool to see, like, where his character was at, and you're almost like, damn, where he's at now. Bring him back. Bring it back. Or go with the animated series. The fact that him and Michael Rosenbaum are doing that fucking podcast, and they're literally doing every damn episode. That's 10 seasons. 10 seasons with 20 plus per. So it's like, wow, they're in season 3 right now still. I mean, are they headed towards something? That would be cool. Because I remember the rumblings a few years ago. You know, 2 years ago. It's definitely like 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, and they even had like an animated picture shot that they were going to continue Smallville animated. And I'm like, I'll go with that. Let's go. And have all the voice actors come back, because why wouldn't they? What the fuck are they doing? Nothing. If they're going to Comic-Cons, they're not doing shit. Well, that's Chloe. Yeah. Richie left a comment on the video that I did on TikTok where I was talking about Smallville, and he goes, I still always laugh because I know that she was in a cult. And then when you're watching that character, yeah, she was in the SEX, the sex cult. She was doing the bads. Sex trafficking, yeah. Well, she was being a bad girl. She was doing bad stuff, and you're like, what the fuck? But it doesn't discount the show for me. I know it's crazy. So she wouldn't come back to voice her character, and ironically, her character was made up, never in the Superman lore, just in the Smallville thing. Just like that's where the Felicity character kind of came from too for Arrow. Remember, we liked the Felicity character for Arrow, and then at one point you're like, oh my god, she sucks. And it almost was the same thing with Chloe in Smallville. At points in time, you're like, oh my god, this character at times is so annoying with their bullshit. But their character was, created to drive the main character. But at the end of the day, it doesn't take away from the show for me. But if they went animated, that'd be great, because when I tried to continue it, like I said, via comic, and I have a few of those comics, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy them. No, I didn't need it. I needed live action, or I needed animated, something oh my god, because you wanted to see Welling in the costume. He really did look like Superman. He really did. He fit the Superman character. And even though he was a little snotball after that and didn't want to do it, and he felt he was done with it, here he comes decades later back to it. And he's talking about it. He's doing a podcast about it and all that. And I guarantee you, and he was in Lucifer and a few other things, a few other projects. But when you remember that character from a certain, style thing, you just view him as Superman, no different than Dean Cain or even Brandon Routh, whatever. You just want them to be Superman. So, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I must say, I would think that'd be awesome. Let me check something real fast, see if there's anything of interest. Now, I do know there is a new DC animated movie on Max that I have to check out. Maybe I'll put that on in the background when I'm fucking building my little diorama tomorrow. I think it's definitely a Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman thing, but I think they go back in time or some shit. I don't know. I'm more intrigued for what they're gonna do when it comes to with DC with the animated Crisis on Infinite Earths comes out, because they didn't do a good job in the Arrowverse. They had some moments here and there, but cameos and things to be like, ooh, but that didn't make it good. I think from I was having a discussion with fellow nerd Rich that it is gonna be, I think, a 3-parter. I think, and then they even have the Watchmen cartoon movie coming out. I don't know if you need that, due to the fact that I liked Zack Snyder's Watchmen and what he did with it, and the extended cut and the fucking ultimate cut, because you have 2 cuts of that. And then you got the series. Now, I don't know if everybody liked the series, but I enjoyed the series. I remember when that came out. It was a slow burn a little bit at times, but that, it's okay. I still enjoyed it. So now we're going to get animated. All right. I'm more intrigued with the Crisis, though. I want to see Crisis. I want to see what that's going to be. And hopefully that's not delayed, because usually when you do animated, you do that like a year or 2 in advance, especially with all the voice acting, I think. And then it comes down to the animation and all that kind of stuff. But I think all the voice acting is done, like Invincible, right? Invincible took forever. Season 2 to come out. I think it's season 2. Yeah, season 2. Yeah, season 2. But I think for the next season, they already have all the voice acting done for Invincible. So it's like, oh, okay. Because that's why, like I said earlier, I'm not rushing to watch anything new right now, because you really don't know when the fuck the next new part is going to come out. Do you really want to blow through something that just came out, and then you have to wait like another 2+ years for its next season? Not really. because you'll forget about it. You have to go back. That's why I like Loki season 2. I haven't even watched Loki season 2. At one point, I was rewatching season 1. I stopped at episode 3. I was just letting it play in the background, and then Kelsey's like, "Just play the last episode." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably the best thing to do." And then just put that on, just like be like, where the fuck did this leave off? Regardless of a recap or not. And I'm sure Loki's only 6 episodes, and they're not even like 40+ minute episodes on all of them. So it's like, what am I gonna rush to go watch that for? That'll be over quick too. That's why I'm like, always, take my time. I take my time with a lot of new things these days. It's easier that way. It's not even easier. It's just better to do that. Why rush to watch anything? Why even rush to go to the movies anymore? That's another problem, right? Everybody during last month with Halloween, Five Nights at Freddy, right? That came out in the theater. It came out on Peacock too. What? So it was getting a theatrical release when it just came out, and then it was going to stream on Peacock also? Well, yeah, but I'm just going to the part of like that. What the fuck is the point of the movies anymore? What are the point? Why? Why does anything go to the theater anymore? I feel like theaters are like dead. Because yeah, you want to. I like seeing the big screen. I enjoy it. Only I don't go to watch every movie. Fuck no. But like when the next Ghostbusters comes out, oh my god, yeah, I want to see that on the big screen. But at the same token, you're like, is the big screen's going to exist anymore going forward? Probably not. No, probably not. I hope so. I do enjoy. But then, the distractions alone, like the dine-in theaters and all that. If you're eating while watching a movie, you're not fully paying attention. How do you go see a fucking new movie and sit there and munch on like a meal? You're not watching a fucking movie. Me, I'm like, I gotta see everything that's going on. Can't take my eyes off. Hell no. I don't want to get a big gulp soda and all this other shit and a full meal. Oh my god. I will never forget when I went to go see back in the early 2000s. I saw this by myself. Legion. Right? Oh god, that movie was so bad. But still awesome at the same time. Legion. Shit. Yeah, it was about archangels and all this crazy shit. Nothing you would watch. Sci-fi. And this couple, the movie theater was packed too, because it was the actor that was in it was popular too. He was the voice of Jarvis, and then he was the Archangel Michael, and he had all these other people, and it was like this Tyrese was in it and all that shit, and it had like that badass apocalyptic thing going on, but the movie itself, delivery wise, wasn't that great at all. But the final fight scene was cool. Where I'm going with this is, I remember I was sitting down. All of a sudden, this couple came in and they had a big bag of fucking Chili's. This is well before. I don't even know. They must have came in the back door. They busted out a bag of Chili's. Chili's. They brought chili. This is before dine-in theaters. Chili's into a crowded ass theater. You know what that smelled like? I was just, and of course I had to sit there. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Chili's? In the theater? It's like bringing in a goddamn egg salad sandwich or an egg sandwich on a plane. It's gonna stink. It could smell good. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, buddy? Anthony, got any questions or anything? Just ask, my friend. Anything goes, as always, on here. Oh my god, messy as hell. I can't even. They had fork and knife, but I was just like, really? I'm like, I'm trying to watch a damn movie, and you're literally coming in here with Chili's. Like, oh, okay. Because back in the day, I did go to the movies a lot by myself, but that was early in my 20s when I wanted to see. That's when like a lot of different movies were coming out too. I remember going to see. I would used to go to the movies during the day. What was the one that I saw? There was like 4 people in the theater. Oh my god. It was with 3 kids that got powers from a fucking meteor that went into the ground. Oh my god. Michael B. Jordan was in it, and I can't even fucking remember. Damn it. Anyway. That was a good one. But yeah, I just used to go to a lot of stuff. Now, as I've gotten older, I'm like, no, I'm very choosy. Very choosy. Because, you know, a lot of fucking movies are so goddamn mediocre these days that you don't even need to pay. And the fact that you get them on streaming and you can watch them at home, the hell are you gonna go run and pay $30 for? Or whatever. You know, like, shit, I'm not on a constant basis like the way I used to. God damn it, why can't I remember that fucking movie? Hold on. I gotta look it up right here. It's gotta, can't remember. I did really like it. Shush. I gotta type in a damn actor because he's the only one. Shit. I need your filmography, buddy. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. Can't believe I can't remember it. And of course, it's going to be so... There it is! Fucking Chronicle. Son of a bitch. So upset I couldn't remember it. But yeah, there was like 4 people in the theater. And I remember they had like an usher come out and they're like, you're about to see Chronicle. And you know, it's actually a really good movie. It was a low budget movie, but it was done well for what they had their budget for. So enjoyed that. And thank God they never came out with a sequel. Like that was the thing. Like, you know, nowadays, and that was 2012 when that came out. I was right out of high school. Shit. You know, those movies would come out in 2012. You didn't have all this crap. You didn't have all, you know, it's crazy when you say that in 2012, you didn't really have the internet like this. You had the internet, but it wasn't like this. It's, you know, shit. You know, like, I'm sure if that movie was made now, man, would that movie get way too many sequels and this, that, the other. Oh, shit. That would have been, thank God. Nowadays, everything gets a sequel. Or gets remade. I'm waiting for them to touch Back to the Future. I'm sure that's coming at some point in time. Unless Robert Zemeckis is still... I think he's still kicking. He's just going to make sure that that doesn't happen. What are you having tonight? You having a spinach wrap? Yep. Nice. Very nice. Now, we're talking about that. Let me mention a couple Ghostbusters things here, right? Let me get to, where the hell's my arrow? Come here, you bastard. Present, share. La 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 la. Who you gonna call? So, now, with Ghostbusters right now, Ghostbusters is on the rise. I did like this. I do follow Ghostbusters News. I mean, of course, he's like the giant channel that shows everything. The Citizen Ghost episode now streaming. Citizen Ghost is from season 1, I believe, of the real Ghostbusters. I have their toy collection down there, the Citizen Ghosts. That is basically right out of the 1984 movie, what happens right after they face Gozer. So I always highly recommend going to watch that. Basically, the first 2 seasons of the real Ghostbusters are the best. And then after that, you know, you have like bits and pieces. But the big news, right, is this right here. An upcoming teaser trailer apparently coming out tomorrow. And this whole icicle thing. Now, I know the movie was set to come out in the winter. Like, you know, like the December, I think it was. Now, I know that's been pushed back and all that shit. Or does it have something to do with the villain? We don't know. I know there was a influencer or whatever that went on set and he was showed with a slime pack. Obviously, we're going to get a call back to Ghostbusters 2. You have to. There has to be the slime pack. I would think that that's going to come. Now, where the hell... Now, if I go to Ghostbusters News, actually, because I know he's got some stuff, and he actually shows off. Like right there, that's the 2 in the box right there. Now they went to hook and ladder apparently. And you've got the trap, the fully functional trap, and the PK meter. So like they're going around. I have that box in my closet right there. I won't get rid of that box. No, I will not. Where is the... I know that he was talking about the arcade box. Now that is what I want to click on. So I actually might have to go back out and check that. So let me go Ghostbusters. Arcade box. Arcade cabinet. There we go. I think this is what we got 3 days ago. Yeah, there we go. So this is what.
Thanks, Dad. I'm sorry? What?
Now streaming.
Am I sweating? Yeah. Put your arms down.
Quiz Lady, only on
So we're gonna play this. Show you what I'm talking about.
Believe it.
The Disney bundle.
This is Ghostbusters news. He's gonna just do the talking right now. Until I mute it.
Something
Okay. So this was the arcade. This was the arcade game. Now this is different from, you know, like I told you, Nintendo, Atari, Commodore, all that shit back in the day. This was a totally different game. And they're coming out with the cabinet. And I'm like, oh my God. Now, if I could just stream this game off like PlayStation or something, you can get it, I definitely would. I'm not going to buy the cabinet, even though I have cabinets behind me. Because there's just no way I can do that. But I do recall playing this. You know, and it kind of has like, it's like Contra Ghostbusters, almost. Like, you know, you see like the proton stream. But when you're seeing this, right? And you remember what we got prior to the actual Ghostbusters, the video game. Yo, this game was awesome. Look at this. Just check out the fun gameplay. And you'll be like, well, why is it blue? Why isn't it tan? Well, it's a video game, guys. From the 80s. So we're just watching the gameplay right there. Now, I think he gets to the cabinet eventually. No. So that's just the gameplay. So hold on. That's the cabinet right there. We want to see the cabinet. So we'll go back here. Yeah, thanks to the Patreons. Yeah. Thank you for not showing me the cabinet, dickhead. So where is the cabinet in which they're going to show the retro? So that's that's definitely not what it's going to look like. These are just people's random. I think this might kind of be what the cabinet. This is what the cabinet's going to look like right here. Now, like I said, it's a 1.4 scale. So, like, is it going to be like the? I would imagine it's going to be like the arcade one-ups that I have going on behind me. But right now, we're just kind of like going into like Ghostbusters fever. I mean, it's just like Ghostbusters all over the place. And now the fact that you got a teaser coming, you've got HasLabs doing another fan-funded project that got fucking picked up in a second. Now that I'm talking about that, so let me go up here. La 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 la, no. Okay, 2 in the box. 2 in the box. HasLabs. Okay. Now, right here, that's a 2 minute. That's a 2 minute. This is. Let's see what we got here. Because they did have like a full-on like showing of. Oh, okay. So it's Knucklehead here. Now, I did show you what this was going to be last week. I mean, the fact that you're getting a trap and a PKE meter from Afterlife. And now I did show this last week. Look at what we're going to see. I mean, this is what you're getting right here. Push pedal, all sounds. Holy crap. And the stretch goals are being hit already. Like, you're getting stuff from, like, Razor Colt. You're going to get the holsters that hold the trap to your belt clips. As you can see right there. Look at this was the stuff that never would be available. Like, now back in the day, look at the trap comes out like you're feeding it into the freaking containment unit. You never got this shit back in the day. You got like really cheap plastic stuff. Spin it. This is like Nerdvana come true for me seeing this. And I told Kelsey, like, I've been able to become a Ghostbuster. Now, I didn't know my sister was making fun of me a week ago when I was walking, telling Kelsey that, oh, here comes all the stretch goals, telling Kelsey that he really thinks he's in the movie right now as I was walking through, like, their neighborhood. Like, I wasn't going to go knock on doors. So right now, right here, they're going to talk about the stretch goals. This is the hassle. Yes, they're back. Now, that right there, it's funded already, by the way. That's old. Now, there's the stretch goals.
So many sick people in this world.
Yes, I'm one of them. So, the Supernatural Startup unlock, the Secure Reptical Ghost Trap unlock, the Psychokinetic Energy Detection unlock. Now, they're going to show you what those are. So, here we go. Come on. And let's go. He's probably reading those things right now because I have muted. So, you're gonna get the schematics. Okay, I love that because I had that with there's the Razor Colt already. That already has been unlocked. You get all the cards and all that shit. That's another unlock right there. Okay, you're gonna be able to connect that to your belt clip. Thank God. I mean, you're gonna get these patches too, which is awesome. I love a good patch. The holster right there for the PKE meter. Yeah. Because you know you need that. Another cool patch. Now we're talking about scans. All right, I think that's the same thing. Oh no, we're just talking about the I mean, look at the PKE meter. Look at that. It's gonna do all the crazy sounds. It's gonna have the effect. Got the clip. This makes me want to put the damn movie on. Oh, it's gonna. But wait, there's more. Okay, yeah. So that was some of that fun stuff. So the fact that, right here, functioning LED lighted arms, EMF detection innovation, mode slide switch, multi-LED display panel, and I did see some of it on that video. I didn't really look for it, but that's okay. That is going to be absolutely fucking awesome. Can't wait for that. But that's going to be like a year away. I feel, honestly, the fact that they knew they were going to do this project, it was just a matter of time. And they did it. Kelsey was like, oh boy. She don't care. I love it. I love it. I love it. But when I do find Disney stuff for her, she's like, oh. Insane in the membrane. Yes, it is.
I wouldn't spend $300 on anything Disney.
Well, that was over 100. Over 100. And yes, she would.
No.
Yes,
$300 at one time? No way.
if it was Chippendale something, yes, she would.
That's like most of my rent. No.
So, you know what I wanted to show, right? Because I wanted to, obviously you can't see it, but let me just turn that a little bit this way. I want to knock that over. So you got this whole window going right there, right? And you say, what do you got going on right there? Well, I like to do displays. So, when you lift up the blinds, you see all that. Like, what the hell? And there's a lot going on. And there's more to come on this. That thing is extremely bright. You can see that from the highway easily, of course. You definitely see this. Yeah. And then there's another piece coming tomorrow that's going to go right here. It has to go right here because you need symmetry, of course. Now, I just got that because we had these two other pieces right here, the tree and the snowman, but they didn't really show up. They kind of got drowned out. You probably still can't really see them from the highway. I see people going right now. I don't know if we're actually going to cause an accident. There's a chance. I mean, because why wouldn't you want to stop and kind of like just stare at what the hell is going on in this video? But there's so many cool things. And I can't wait for the next neon sign to come, because these neon signs are fucking cool. They're really cool, I must say. Especially, I love the LED moving lights too. The candy canes were the new addition this year. This is a new addition. And so are these two things. I just wanted to add something there. But then I was given an idea, and I didn't know about this fucking idea. Because I like to use snow spray. The fact that I like to use snow spray, you know, a little graffiti right here.
I'm so stupid. I don't know why I opened my mouth.
She opened her mouth and she told me that there's fucking stencils. There's stencils to be used. Now, of course, I'd like to not use stencils and use just like the creative art, because I was watching somebody do snow spray freaking Kevin McAllister. I was watching him do it with cardboard and a squeegee. I'm like, oh my God. Definitely can't do that. I would make a fucking mess. And snow spray does make a mess. But yeah. Well, whatever. It's still cool. It's still cool. So I get to finish some of that off tomorrow. Because like I said, the stocking it was a stocking with like 2 candy canes coming out, and I think like some type of little leaf that's on like the thing I have over there. So yeah, this is a cool ass window. Cool ass window. I love it. So yeah, that's what we got going on right there. And I've created all this since November 1st. And of course, let me just turn those on. I really got to change the batteries in this one because that is going dead. I didn't turn on the first string. Yeah, I got to change that. Those are always fun. Woohoo!
Yeah!
And oh, by the way, don't think that I don't have a little decoration for Thanksgiving. We got Mr. and Mrs. Squirrel, yo. There they are. There's our Thanksgiving. They stay out the whole time. They're fun. They make a mess, though. I think I just dripped into my beer.
Okay. It's just straw.
It's just some straw.
It'll be fun.
It's just some straw. Yeah. So that was the back end of the window. Now to actually see it from the front, woo, I think it's pretty cool. When Kelsey came in today, I'm like, could you see it? Can you see it? Did you see it from the highway? Did you see the tree? Did you see the tree from the highway? I'm like, how about the wreath? Because I had to add blinky lights to the wreath because the wreath kind of gets lost. I mean, you see Santa's head popping out of the wreath, but I'm trying to get more eye on the wreath. But she didn't look for that. She's like, I have to drive. I'm like, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. It's okay. And then I did this yesterday. That's not fully lit up. That's like a Rudolph story that I got going on over there. And on the tree, we haven't put any ornaments. I'm trying to hold that off for like a hot second because I don't want to rush that. It's going to be fun because we have all keepsake ornaments. No fillers. I'm going to do like a Charlie Brown tree in the diorama that I'm going to build over there. With my birch tree that I got. That's what that thing's called, right? Birch tree, yeah, birch tree. This is Kelsey's new favorite ornament that'll be out year-round. I did do a short TikTok on it. This is the Disney Electrical Parade that I never knew about, and it lights up, yo, and it plays the song, and it's fucking cool. This is kind of like a year-round one. This is a year-round one. because I did. That's why I constructed that over there, which is the little Disney. That is the Disney bookshelf of memorabilia over there. Kelsey's favorite section. And it'll be incorporated into there. But the fact that this thing is pretty damn cool, though. I did tell her this thing is cool. And I was happy because this was like a hot commodity. When I saw it, I went back the following day, and this was in August, and it was gone. And I got a call back from Hallmark last week. So from August all the way to November, and it finally came back in stock. Because if you try to buy that shit online, you're going to have to buy that easily. So if Kelsey wanted to, we got the box right here. If Kelsey really wanted to, and she wanted to let's get money, technically this whole apartment, we could sell everything. There's like just so much. You really could. I mean, but she could really make a killing off that. She has Disney hotels that she can make a killing off. Just saying. I mean, even the cabinets right there. I even said one day, I'm like, if I move, what the hell am I doing? What am I doing with that? Do I have to hire movers to pick that up? Because I don't want to dismantle it.
Hire movers anyways. You can't move any of this shit yourself.
I'm like, dismantling that shit would be a son of a bitch. Because I don't have the instructions. Oh, hey, they. Yeah, that'd be a no.
Just pay them to move everything. You don't take anything.
That would be a no. My
It
goodness.
wouldn't even matter.
My goodness gracious.
Best money you'll ever spend.
So, yeah. How was dinner?
It's okay.
It's okay? Did you get the seasoning that you liked? Or did you try another different one?
No, it's the chicken.
Chicken one? Okay.
The similar one, Richie.
Oh, we had the other one, though.
What?
We had the other one that we were trying.
The disgusting one?
The disgusting one. Oh, man.
No, I did that the 1 week. I wouldn't do that.
So it was fun to just show that off. That was fun. So anybody that does come through, go back and check that out. That was cool. That was cool to show, I must say. Because I do look forward to my run through. I haven't done a tour in a while, but you have to have a reason to do a tour. I used to have tons of reason to do tours. Now I'm like, I don't really have much going on. But now I'm like, I got a lot going on. So probably sometime next month I'll record that. That'll be fun. That's going to be fun. And I finally took down the fucking green screen. The green screen, having the green screen down, you're like, wow, it's so naked in here. But now it's not really naked because of everything in here. Especially that cluster of, that's all diorama stuff down there. That's a lot of tchotchke stuff, yo. And I told Kelsey, I'm like, that's all diorama. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be pretty elaborate. I'm excited. I'm going to start that tomorrow. I think. I think that's a great idea. I think that's a fucking fantastic idea.
Gotta entertain himself somehow.
Yeah. I have to. That's what I do. I do the laundry, clean.
Can't clean until you get rid of all the scraps.
Well, yeah, no. That's why I cleared out this one section back here. That's why I put all of it right there to say, hey, Neil, you got to make it. But it's like, wait, dude, it's only November 7th. Oh, yeah, no. This has to get done. Because then I'll critique it here and there for a while. And then I have all these freaking blinky lights right here that I incorporate. I've got like, oh, shit. I got a lot going on over here. A lot of batteries. I got all my batteries set, too. Got all my batteries set. Got all of it done. It's all ready to go. I even got to make sure I turn off the wreath again tonight because we don't want to waste those. It's too early. Because at one point, we will leave it on throughout the whole night because it's fun that way. But that doesn't happen for a few weeks. And I've actually done a better job this year of setting it up where it's not a tremendous shutdown. It's actually like, okay, unplug that, and unplug that.
I haven't done that thing yet.
What? No. It's going. Oh, that's true. Those are all. Oh, shit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, all those lights, all the candlesticks.
Uh-huh.
Oof.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. And the gingerbread house.
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck.
Your cones.
Oh, the cone. Yeah, no, the cones. Oh, and all the mini dioramas. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of switches. Oh, mother of God. And the boots. How about the boots?
No, yeah, they were always a pain in the ass.
Because it's on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God. I got to strategically place those. Oh, there goes
That
my...
thing is no easy.
But like I said, the word this year is sleek. Sleek setup. Sleek. Sleek. I like saying sleek. That looks so sleek.
Oh, that's on his word of the day calendar, I guess.
Yeah, it was on my thesaurus.
On your thesaurus?
On my thesaurus. That made no sense. On my thesaurus toilet paper. Yeah. Remember Joey had thesaurus toilet paper?
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe that'd be good for it.
It probably
Maybe
would.
that's for Christmas.
A word of the day. Every day. And I learn a word. Good for you. Good for you. Good job. You did good job. By the way.
No, I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, you don't drink coffee? How about instant coffee?
No, I don't have.
You don't have any instant coffee?
Well, I don't normally.
Who doesn't have instant coffee?
I don't.
You buy a jar of Folgers Crystals, you put it in a cupboard, you forget about it. And later on, when you need it, it's there. It lasts forever. It's freeze-dried. Freeze-dried crystals.
Freeze-dried. And then tonight at 10 o'clock...
For the Devils! The Devils!
But I do have a problem. But I do have a problem because my fantasy players are going against each other tonight.
So you root for your team or your fantasy team?
No, I root for my team. But damn. Just damn. We don't want that.
Dang.
But, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's the price of fantasy. I tell you. Well, Kelsey's telling me I got to win. I have to win.
You gotta win some money.
So right now I'm not doing that bad.
Why wouldn't you win money?
No, I want to win, but I'm a rookie at it. So, you know, hopefully I got that rookie luck.
My brother's ass.
No, I fucking lost, but I still made it something. Thank God. So it wasn't a total debauchery.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm checking. Jordan, so of course you only have one face-off win tonight. So the guy that I picked up, right? The guy that I picked up to win face-offs got tons of face-off wins. Tonight, he's got one. Way to go. You suck. Good job, asshole. Mother of God. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's what I'm talking about. And that's why I always laugh, right? Like anybody that does fantasy out there, fantasy sports, the people that you're playing talk trash to you, and you're like, I don't actually play the game, so I don't know why you're talking trash. I'm confused. I'm always confused. They used to, oh yeah, Kyle. Oh yeah, he's like, no, you didn't beat me. The players on the ice displayed better this week than they did last week, so there's not much you can do about that. Oh God. Things that we do to win a little bit of money. I don't even know what the payout is. I have no idea.
Oh, he's won like over $1,000.
Well, he does baseball. He does all that shit.
No, just in one.
Didn't he win baseball?
Yeah, he won.
Yeah, that's long. That's a long motherfucking season. So this is like 24 weeks. So that's why I'm just like, okay, I'll figure it out at some point. I still got a winning record right now. So I'm like, all right, I'm not doing that bad. Not doing that bad because you have a week matchup. It's like, it's Monday through Sunday. So you have to sit there and fluctuate and guess who's going to do better here. Pick this guy up, pick that guy up, drop this, put this one on the IR, put this one here. Ay. I tell you. Any parting words, Kels? As I sit here and ramble about nothing?
You're always rambling about nothing.
I know, but anything?
About what?
Anything. Anything on your mind? Any things bothering you?
Yeah, just not gonna go to work tomorrow.
Well, yeah, no. Besides work, we all hate work.
I really don't want to go.
No, we all don't dislike. We all dislike that.
Alright.
Anything coming in the mail? I have to go to the mailbox for?
Oh, actually, I think the doggies blankets came.
In the mailbox?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's on the bottom.
Fuck.
Sad.
I should have something for you coming because I haven't seen it at the door, and I have a feeling it might be in the mailbox. But dog blankets?
I can't open it.
Really?
Yeah, but you know what? They put it underneath sometimes.
I'm surprised they wouldn't try. I guess it depends on who.
I don't know.
I guess it depends on the company.
But I got Wendy and Barkley's names put on them.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll go check. Well, tomorrow I'm off, so I'll go check.
Yeah, if you
No, I walk past it. I gotta do laundry. Ugh, laundry. Fuck laundry.
You can leave mine.
Laundry
I'll do it when I get home.
Why?
Because I want to make a lot of
Why?
trips.
A lot of trips. I could. If the machines aren't broken, I'm good. Or if some dumbass, God, last week some dumb son bitch. I don't know how they got the damn door open because whenever you're doing laundry, right, in the laundry room, you can't open the washer because it locks. So you have to legit fucking rip that bitch open, like with full force, to get that open.
You can't get it open when it's washing. You could do it when it's drying.
That's the only way they did it because it was on default. It said UE. So I was like, oh, it must be on balance load or something. I have no idea. There's all like these different codes, and for some reason, like you have to call. So what's wrong with these things? I'm like, okay. But then what happened was
the problem.
Yeah, but what happened was I turned it as I shut it back. I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm like, they just fixed this thing. And then I started and someone didn't let it go through its full cycle. Or I
don't know how you got it open.
I've done it, but they ripped it fucking open. That's the only. You have to put so much force into it to. They're lucky they didn't break it because it's like, oh come on, don't break these, don't break these things. And why are you trying?
It's not yours.
Why are you trying to pull your shit out before it's done? Just let it finish its cycle.
It's 30 minutes.
The only thing you can open is the dryer.
Yeah.
That's it. So yeah, and it's only 30 minutes. That's the killer. It goes so quick. Oh, wow. Fucking complex.
So special.
Fucking
But that's the problem.
Fucking complexes.
No, so you need to live where have it in the apartment.
I'm just like, come on.
I'm not good with the laundry room. I'm not good with sharing with strangers.
I'm good. I'm fine with it. I've always dealt with it.
I need my own.
I've been in apartments for a long time.
No.
So I get all that crap.
I don't like sharing with my family.
The one thing that's good, and that's why I do it for us, is that I'm off during the week. So if I'm off during the week, one day, it's the best time to do laundry. Because if you try to do laundry on the weekend, oh my God, you'll run into someone that's got like 18 buckets of shit. And then there's
Oh no, that freaking Spanish lady was always there.
Oh my God, I was walking in and this lady was pulling out my stuff. I'm like, yo, what you doing?
Oh,
she's like, I put it here. I'm like, all right, just breathe, yo, breathe. But I'm like,
no, I told the guy, excuse you.
Oh, that was the guy who was trying to get into your shit. He was trying to shut your stuff off early to put his stuff in there.
Yeah, and I was like, excuse you.
So
I was like, my alarm didn't go off yet.
Right, like that's ridiculous. This lady was taking my stuff. I'm like, yo, lady, I'm only like 2 minutes off my timer here. Yeah. But she got all nervous. It was so funny. I'm like, because I had like psycho eyes too. So I'm sure my eyes kind of like popped out. Like, get your hands off my shit. I don't like touching someone else's laundry if I don't have to. I don't care if it's clean or whatever. I'm like, because I'm going to have to throw it on top of the laundry machine or put it on the other thing, and I don't want to carry your clothes. And there's nothing more fucking awkward than grabbing some stranger's undergarments or laundry and moving it to put yours in. You're like, and then you're like moving real fast. And you're trying to put it in. You're like, yeah, I'll do it, but I try not to ever do it. Depends on what's going on. Like if I have to be somewhere.
No, I need an in-unit. I need an in-unit.
Yeah, but
that's what I need to do.
The little things I tell you, nothing to complain about. But it's just like, come on. And then the best is too, right? When you'll see someone's laundry, right, and it'll be in there for like hours, or the next day. How the fuck do you go wash something and then forget that you washed it? Or the people that wash with no soap. because you could smell it. Like, what the fuck, Ficknugan with that shit? Oh, it's disgusting. People are fucking nasty. You know that.
I know.
People are
I'm
gross.
telling you,
People
I can't
are
deal with that.
gross.
I can't deal with that.
At the end of the day, so gross.
No. I'm not good with that. I'm not good with that.
No, I'm not saying you have to be good with that. It's just like, God damn it.
I don't want to be.
You know, pretty much, you know, and when you're in an apartment complex, the superintendent wouldn't be pissed.
You okay? Who are you guys?
We're the Ghostbusters.
Who does your taxes?
Sometimes did he say that? 500 times?
Numerous times. But yeah, so here we are talking about laundromats in the apartment complex. We've talked some nerdy stuff. I've talked about vitamins at one point. It was fun talking about vitamins. I did enjoy that.
Have you been taking your vitamins?
Not my multivitamins. No, I've been doing so much
You're
lemon.
doing bad boy.
I've
That's
been
not the same thing.
I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm just trying to combat it with you know, like I did one good thing, and then I did another bad thing. But then I did another good thing, but then another bad thing. You know, it's like that. It's like the compliment sandwich at work. You know, you're really good at this. You are. But when it comes to this aspect, you know, you got to do a better job. But you know what? You're always here. The compliment sandwich. We love the compliment sandwich. I'm always a big fan. You know,
No, in your job, it's pretty much if you show up.
yeah, you show up. Now, watching the Goldbergs, right? He had, like, in the show, he had the most elaborate fucking costumes, I must say. He's got Voltron on right there. He used to love all the Halloween episodes, especially when they were dressed up as Ghostbusters, of course. You know, nothing like dressing up as a Ghostbuster. My whole life.
Yeah, no one wants to do that.
No. We do need the steam press. I need to use that. Do we have a board? Do we have a board? No, I have to buy a board.
Ew, why would you buy a board? For what? The one time a century you're going to use it? Use the table.
Without burning? Oh, yeah, it's only steam. Only steam.
Steam.
Steam your bowls.
Iron, you just put a towel down. You don't buy a table.
Okay.
Where would you put that? No big this
Folds up. Like the,
yeah, but you know how big they are?
folds up like
they
the.
are?
Huh?
You know how big and heavy they are?
They're not heavy.
Yeah, they are.
Hey?
They're big.
I know. They're like the size of the ladder.
No, they're not. They're bigger than that.
All right. Anyway, Kelsey says no to an ironing board. Okay.
Because you've never ironed at the time I've known you. I can start now.
Well, I can't drop that suit at the dry cleaner, so we have to do that.
Good. You just don't want to.
What if they've ruined it?
See, you just don't want to. You
Because I don't know if they take off the plastic nub for the hose. That's only held by, what kind of glue is that? Fabric glue. It's held by fabric glue. And then if they lose it, then I'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I lost it. No, you didn't lose it. I'll kill you if you lose that. Shit. So, you know, Kelsey mentioned the steam press, so I was like, all right, it would be cool.
My grandma has one. She doesn't like other shirts with it.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. So I'm like, oh yeah, we can do that. Because I can get the collar back up, but I get some of the wrinkles out of there. And gotta take care of that. Of course.
Oh,
Because why wouldn't you want to? My God. Yeah, this has been a nice chill style stream tonight. Felt last week we were a little more hyper with certain things. Well, no, I'm always hyper. Yeah, no, I'm always hyper. I'm always hyper. Really never changes. Never really changes.
Never.
Mm-mm. Yo, I will say, thanks to my sister, she did turn me on to the sizzle, whatever, from Wawa. The croissant, bacon, egg, and cheese. Yo, that thing is good. And for some reason, that don't bother me. And I always tell Kelsey this, I don't get it. That fucking ghetto ass crap don't bother me. But if I go to the freaking breakfast place and I get one,
It's the grease.
I'll bloat it and I feel like shit.
Grease. It's all grease, though.
It must be super amounts of grease, though.
Well, because they're cooking your eggs on the same thing they cook.
But
bacon
I
on.
mean, yo,
Just so you know. So that's why you're getting the bacon grease on top of your eggs.
well, hello. Oh god, how am I gonna pronounce your name? It is too much grease.
Yeah, because it's from the bacon.
If I pronounce this, so Yurachi Sofon. If I pronounce that, I do apologize. Blade is rated R, Neil. Holy shit. Well, now that was funny. I was talking about earlier. The director at Variety confirmed it's rated R. Happening Echo is TVMA. Well, yeah. So that's also what I was talking about. I don't know why everybody's so concerned. Now, meaning, regardless, see, like, even though Echo might be TVMA, right? And people get excited about that. That might be for a few spots that they show you, maybe some violence here and there. As long as they give you a viable story. I think the main component for Echo, where everybody's excited, is Kingpin and Daredevil. And the fact that Daredevil Born Again got scrapped, not scrapped where they're completely leaving it, is they're redoing the whole script, means something. And, you know, that's because all the MCU stuff has been just mediocre at best. And if you're coming back in with all these characters, and what's going to happen with Deadpool 3? What is Deadpool? You know, I think a lot of things hinge on Deadpool 3, too, because what's going to hinge with that? What characters is that going to introduce? Are we ever going to get X-Men 97? What happened to that animated freaking series? What's going on with that? I know they have, like, toys launched, but I like to see when that series is coming out. Now Blade, right? Now Blade being rated R, Blade has to be rated R. Honestly, I don't know like how old you are or whatever, but Wesley Snipes with his Blade movie back in 2000. Oh man, that shit was awesome. I love the first two. I don't like the third one. Didn't like the third Blade at all. I know it has Ryan Reynolds, Jessica Biel, and do the Dracula realm and take the guy from Prison Break, and he was also in Legends of Tomorrow. But yo, that was not a good way to end that franchise at all. But the first two Blades, man. Oh yeah, the first Blade definitely is awesome. The first Blade with Wesley Snipes. What you got? You know, I didn't watch the Echo trailer. I just saw pictures. Neil, in the Echo trailer, they show a guy getting shot in the head. Gouge out dead. Oh, okay. So they're really trying to go all out. So let's see. I didn't watch the trailer. So let me go right here. Let me type it in because I didn't watch the trailer. Because honestly, I don't really care for this character. Like, I don't know about the character, but I'm still going to check it out due to the fact that we have Kingpin and Daredevil connected to it. So let me go and check this out. Echo trailer. Okay. So we got Echo trailer, One Media, YouTube more, whatever. That's only a few minutes more. Okay, so we're going to take that out. We go right here. We're going to check out this trailer because I have not checked it out. Let me just go down here. Let me just pause that music. Share the screen. Present. Share. I used to be on like everything right away, but then I started veering away and just kind of letting things be. So let's check out what we got with the Echo trailer. I saw like a quick 30-second bit of it, and then that was it. So let's check it out.
Maya.
I remember seeing this quick part, and then that was it.
I see everything that you are.
Watching him beat the crap out of this guy.
I always have.
Like right here, I was like, okay. shades of what Kingpin really is, and he is a good Kingpin.
Don't be afraid. You have so much pain in you. You. So much rage. That you can't contain it.
Whoa. Okay.
You and I are the same. So, who's the monster?
Oh, damn. Okay, all January 10th. Okay, so.
It's my grandma's birthday.
Oh. So, yeah, all right. Now I'm picking up what you're dropping. Now, this is the first time I actually saw this trailer. Like I said, I only saw, I don't know if I can catch where Daredevil actually was. It's not like we didn't see, let me just see if I can pin it somewhere. Get it on a good shot. So I saw what you're talking about with the headshot, or even that. No. I want to get that one shot. I'm being stubborn right now. I want the Daredevil shot, but that's going to be hard if I don't annoy everybody while I'm doing this. So, anyway, whatever. That's actually a pretty good trailer. Now that I just saw it, that's actually not a bad trailer. But the only thing, the only thing where I'm talking about, I don't know. Like, am I intrigued enough to be excited about the character Echo? Not really. Does the show itself look pretty good from off that trailer? Definitely. It looks like it's got stakes. I hope it's more than 6 episodes. It probably isn't. That's my one bugaboo with the Disney Plus format when it comes to these shows is, I'm going to read your comments that you got right there, is the fact that you only get 6 and they don't give you like an hour per episode, like an actual hour per episode to dive into the story enough, because I feel that a lot of these characters and a lot of these shows, when we try to tell these stories, you need more than 6 episodes when it comes to it. Now, what are you telling me? Yeah, I saw what you're talking about. So yeah, so hopefully, like what I'm saying, like when I just saw this for the first time, is that they don't give you all the hard beats right away. Yes, we know Kingpin's in it. We don't know how much Kingpin's going to be in it. We know Daredevil's in it. We know Daredevil. We saw him in that one shot where he's jumping past and he's fighting Echo and all that. And he's in his Netflix red suit. Yeah. Like I said, I was excited for the Daredevil series to come, but that got all fucked and delayed. Marshia Ali, it's tough to pronounce him. Push Blade to be rated R. Well, like I said, or he's gonna leave. LOL. Feige got scared. Well, dude, you have to make a character like Blade. You have to at least give it the R rating so you can go to the places where you need to go when it comes to Blade. Because if you don't go to the places where you need to go with Blade, it definitely ain't gonna work. Like I said, the Wesley Snipes movies, awesome, the first 2. And then when you want more Blade, you can go back to the animated Spider-Man series from the 90s, and Blade had a part in that too, because that fucking animated series was great. And that's why I'm like, where the hell is the goddamn X-Men series? Because I thought that was coming. Everybody was all giddy about that shit coming, and honestly, it just hasn't. Like, what the hell's going on with that? Google And now that we're talking about a little Blade here, so let me see. Blade. Let's see. Blade Trinity. No. So let's go Blade film franchise. So if we go back to Blade right here, and we go to videos. So back 1998, yo. 1998. So give me a second. Let me just let this play. And I want to play the trailer that they give you in 1998. All right, that literally had to make me sit through that whole fucking thing for no reason. So we're talking Blade right here, right? So let's go to present, share screen. We'll go Blade right there. Okay. Go full screen, of course. So with you talking Blade there, you gotta get. Do you have an enunciation for your name? Because I don't want to butcher your name. Like, you want me to call you Y? You have like something where you want me to call you? But I appreciate you coming through, my man, and talking and conversing because I love that. And then that engages me to go check out some stuff. So I really appreciate it. Yorichi Sofan. I mean, like I said, I'm trying to give it like an enunciation there, but please, if I butchered it, I do apologize. So let's play the Blade trailer from 1998. Here we go, y'all, because this was the shit.
You better wake up. The world you live in is just a sugar-coated topping. There is another world beneath it. The real world.
Yeah.
For thousands of years, they have existed among us. You keep your eyes open. They're everywhere. Chances are you've seen them yourself and didn't know it. A secret nation.
Our livelihood depends on our ability to blend in.
With a lust for power.
We should be ruling the humans. These people are our food.
They've got their claws into everything. Politics, finance, real estate.
There's a war going on out there. He makes the weapons. I use them.
Now, one will lead them to conquer mankind.
Tonight, the age of man comes to an end. We're going to be gods.
And one will try to stop him dead.
There are worse things out tonight than vampires.
Like what?
Like me.
Half human.
Blade's mother was attacked by a vampire while she was pregnant.
Half immortal.
You got the best of both worlds. All our strengths, none of our weaknesses.
He is their greatest fear.
Now, this is the movie they need to take notes
of. Open season on all vampires.
Wesley Snipes, Stephen Dorff.
You're one of them, aren't you?
No, I'm something else. Blade.
So now, forever, when it came to Blade, yo, Wesley Snipes killed it. He was Blade. Wesley Snipes was Blade. So hopefully now, Mr. Marsh, God, all these crazy names. Hopefully he actually hits the character. He looks like the character, but god damn, wasn't this? When did Blade, the newest Blade, go into production? Like how it kept getting changed and all that kind of shit. Then it got delayed and all that, blah, blah, blah. I feel like that was like a couple of years ago, or at least over a year ago. Huh. So hopefully they can stay true to that. Now, I see what you're saying right here, and you're talking about what I was saying with Echo. It feels like a homage. It feels like a homage to the Netflix shows? Well, let's hope so. So if it is paying homage to the Netflix shows, or is this going to take notes from it? That's what they should do, because at the end of the day, the Netflix shows really hit home. Like Daredevil, oh my God. I turned Kelsey on to Daredevil right away, and she enjoyed it. The first, what was there, 3 seasons? I think there was 3 seasons. Yeah, they were fantastic. And then you got Punisher, and then when they introduced Punisher in season 2 of Daredevil, that was awesome. And then he got his own show, and I enjoyed his own show. I enjoyed the show with John Berthol, say his name right. And then Jessica Jones, the first season was good. Luke Cage, I enjoyed the first part of season 1, and then I was like, after that. Iron Fist, I didn't really care for. I thought it was lackluster, but then when they got to Defenders, it all kind of tied together, you know? But when it comes to the Netflix verse of like their Marvel characters, I enjoyed it, man. I can definitely go back and watch Daredevil again. I can definitely go back and watch Punisher. Jessica Jones, no, that was a slow burn at the end of the day. What do you got? X-Men 97 is in 2024. Yeah, I am looking forward to that because they announced that a while ago. I look forward to what that actually gives you. You can always just go back and watch the X-Men series from the 90s, and dude, it was so good. Of course, it has, some of the stories in there, but it gives you so many things, just like the Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man. Oh my God, that was freaking great. That's why I always say a lot of this stuff is just better animated than it is live action, because live action, they take too many liberties when it comes to it. The liberties that are taken when it comes to live action kill me sometimes. And you hype for Fantastic Four? Yeah, Fantastic Four is cool. I don't know where my hype level would be, due to the fact that I feel that we're not going to get that for a while. Should they tell a Fantastic Four story? Yes. The ones that came out with Chris Evans and Jessica Alba, those had potential to be like entertaining, and they were, but they weren't really good. Like when they told the Silver Surfer story, oh man, that was like such a miss. And Silver Surfer is such a cool character. But yeah, hype level would be good. What's funny? I never watched the Fantastic Four that bombed that they did not long ago, and the way people talked about it, I was like, oh God, no, I don't want to watch it. And I remember seeing the Doctor Doom, like the way Doctor Doom looked in that, and now apparently Doctor Doom is supposed to become the main villain because what's going on with Jonathan Majors. The judge isn't letting go, so they're probably going to cut ties with that whole thing. And that's probably in part why they're in a little bit of trouble when it comes to what the story that they were telling. But are you ever in trouble? No. Everybody has such like short-term memory when it comes to so much stuff that, who cares? Change the villain. Dr. Doom would be perfect. So if you're going to make Dr. Doom the main villain for like the next set of Avengers, this and that, yeah, Fantastic Four can definitely be set up. But who do we cast for Fantastic Four? I know there's been tons of casting rumors of who could play it. I know everybody got excited when you saw John Krasinski as Reed Richards in, the Doctor Strange multiverse of, And his character was knocked off quick. I mean, he looked good for the role, but, who will they cast? I don't know. Will they tell the right story? I don't know. I know there was the rumblings about the story that was going to come out for Fantastic Four, and they were like based in the 50s or some shit like that. And I'm like, oh God, no. Don't tell a time period movie with the Fantastic Four. You could do that with Captain America, but don't do that with Fantastic Four, because that also wasn't well received either. The first Captain America movie, because it was like a time period piece, and people were kind of like with it. I was a fan of it, but who am I? But yeah. What do you got? I feel like John Krasinski as Reed Richards is the MCU's best chance to be great again. In my opinion, he can lead the MCU. You really think he can lead the MCU? You think Jim Halpert can lead it? Guy's a good actor. He did what is it? Jack Ryan. He's got that series now. The Jack Ryan series, I believe that's on. I think that's on Prime. First season was good. I never went into the second season. We know he can do the action. He did that war movie that Michael Bay did. That was pretty good. I forgot the name of it. I remember seeing that. And then he did his horror movies that he did. What was? Oh God, jeez, help me out with the name of that. I remember seeing the first one. I never saw the second one. Him as Reed Richards, would he actually do it? Is he too old? Do you feel he's too old? Don't you kind of feel that if they're going to do the X-Men and all that, because you know the mutant level is coming for their live action, that's where they have to go, because that's where your next set of like main characters are. You know, Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, Jean Grey, Nightcrawler, Cyclops, all these people, Magneto, and the list can go on, Sabretooth, Beast, Professor X. You know, of course, we've had plenty of X-Men movies, but I don't know if you can technically go with an elder statesman. Now, John Krasinski isn't old, but would he be around for like 10 years? I don't know. Would that work with the story that you're telling? Probably not. I also remember hearing rumblings about a female thing. No, come on. What the, like, that's the one thing I hope they don't do. Get out of here with like trying to cast different genders or shit for characters that don't match it. Like, I hope they don't do that crap. I would think they'd go more young, to be honest. Now, I like John Krasinski, but I think they'd go more young when it comes to casting the Fantastic Four, because you want them to be around for like 10 or 15 years, however long it takes to make these movies. And the one killer part is that we're still in that strike, yo. So when do they end it, and when do actors sign on, and how quick do you get to make these movies? Are the stories being told? I know writers are back, but that still doesn't mean shit, because if you don't have the actors, you can't actually put anything into play. Very, very interesting. It is interesting. And then, you know, going forward, like I said, with Deadpool 3, whatever that introduces, does that introduce a new Wolverine? I know there was rumblings at one point that Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter, would be the Wolverine. Now, like, people think he might be in that movie, like making a cameo or this, that, the other, because you don't know. Because I did say that Deadpool 3, and many others I'm sure have said it too, that's going to be a cameo fuckfest of all different characters. And what does that set up? Because I think that's going to set up a lot of stuff. They're going to use that movie to set up so much shit, or drop Easter eggs, or whatever it may be. And hopefully it's super entertaining. One shall see. And then, you know, like, you compare that to the DC universe, and the DC universe hasn't even taken off. People just keep talking about the DCU, but nothing of the DCU has come out. So until something like that comes out, the only thing you have to hang your hat on is what you have prior, and the fact that you got the Aquaman movie coming out. And then, does anybody care about that? And then I think I saw something about an Aquaman sequel, a sequel to that. Why would you do that? Because he's going to play Lobo. I don't care what anybody says. That guy is going to play Lobo. Fucking Jason Momoa will be Lobo. And I still think that Superman Legacy is going to take bits and pieces of what you saw in the animated Man of Tomorrow that came out when the DCAU was trying to come back with their new rendition of their animated stuff, because the Justice League Apocalypse War did the reset. You know, Flash did the reset at the end because they lost, even though they won, but they still lost. So he goes and backs and starts another Flashpoint, and then that was supposed to launch that new animated shit and all that kind of stuff. But now that's going to be gone. Even though I haven't watched their latest movie that has hit Max, I want to check that out. You know, what goes on with that? And then they're also saying that anybody that is in the new DCU animated universe, right, that plays in they voice the animated characters, they're going to be the actors for the live action. So it's like so much confusion. And that's also, like I said, I tied that into all the problems of today, where, like, here we are talking back and forth about this, but you're getting yourself excited for something that might not even come. Now, I know James Gunn was out there saying that the strike won't delay the DCU launch. Yeah, it might not delay some of the animated, but it's definitely going to delay your live action shit. There's no way your live action shit's coming out on time. No fucking way. Look at how long it took to get Invincible, the newest Invincible. Look at how long, and I played this earlier in the stream, the fucking latest season of Reacher. I mean, good God. It's taking forever. The Boys was done, I feel like, 4 or 5 months ago, or even longer than that. And then that got delayed. So, and then I know, you got Gen V, but Gen V, like I said, I watched one episode. That's not doing it for me. I don't need to see a girl using period power, blood power. It's just like that show goes for like straight raunch factor. And I'm not like the biggest fan of straight raunch. Like you can give me substance without being raunchy when it comes to all that crap. So, yeah. I feel that's why I go back and watch the older stuff, because I feel like we've gotten to like this kind of phase with all the superhero stuff, even though I'm a big fan. But I feel that we've hit in like that plateau, and now they don't know what to do because everything's the same. Everything that's coming out seems to be the same, and they're just going for, all right, let's go take this obscure character and we'll make it popular, like Peacemaker. Who the fuck needed Peacemaker? I know people liked it, but I didn't like it. I didn't care for that. Now, I'm not upset about James Gunn being in charge of the DCU, but I did not care for Peacemaker. I did like his Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. I did enjoy that. I thought that was really good. But some of the other stuff, no, not so much. Not so much. So, anyway, it has been a pleasure tonight. I've been going for 2 hours. It's now 9:38. Been going for over 2 hours. Oh my God, you just dropped another comment and I got to read it. How dare you? Reading the comics is 42 years old. John is 42. Okay, an older Reed would be better, more experienced. Plus, the Fantastic Four in the MCU are already established for a while. Oh, okay. Feige said it's not an origin story. Okay, well, that's cool then. All right. Then that would not be a bad idea. So that's something that they need to do, right? Before I say goodbye. Before I say goodbye, and into that comment right there, and I like seriously, I really appreciate you dropping all these comments. Thank you so much. To have these characters now come out, because all this stuff that is going to come out, anybody that's going to go see, especially hardcore fans, do not need origin stories. Even the general audience doesn't. Just give them something entertaining where you're still introducing what the characters are, but you don't need to go back and dive into all this lore. You don't need to. You can do it in flashbacks or whatever. It doesn't matter. So if that's what they're doing, kudos. Great. Will they actually bring them back? I don't know. It would be a smart idea because everybody was so excited about it when he was. So, yeah. I mean, that'd be great. But, anyway, that being said, thank you. All that have stopped by, have been watching. I appreciate it. I've been going for, like I said, over 2 hours. So, it is now time to say goodbye. And remember, every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, escape the ordinary, irregular thoughts. Come check out the Irregular, Miss Hope Productions, Kelsey, who's chilling on the couch right now. And we will see you all next week, Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will say that again. I will beat that dead fucking horse. And yeah, I will catch you all on the irregular side. And cheers out there and goodbye. See y'all later. Cheers. Oh, I missed it. No, I didn't miss it.